Hi, this is Melissa with ProjectJunior.com. I'm here today with Sherri Shubert, and we are going to share with you Sherri's amazing gender-neutral children's room. So I'm really excited to be here today with Sherri. Now, Sherri, tell me about your children. What are their ages?
So I have a 3-year-old, actually he just turned 4, sorry, and I have a 7-year-old.
And this room is pretty large, so I understand this room is your master bedroom?
Yes.
And so why did you decide to give the kids the master bedroom?
Well, I felt like they needed a play space and a space to sleep. So that was really my goal in putting them in this larger space where I could just condense it all into one little space.
I totally agree with you. So let's check out all these details because I first stepped in this room and I was so impressed. I mean, the organization, the color scheme. So I wanted to ask you, let's talk about the beds because the beds, the position of the beds and what you've done here completely makes this room and makes the floor plan what it is, which makes it so functional.
Okay, so these I bought from Amazon.com. They are made by South Shore and they were $150. This room has been done on a budget, by the way. And then it allows for additional storage. So, for example, all my son's cars can go in there so I don't have to look at them.
And storage here. So tell me, where did you get this bookshelf?
So this is from Ikea, but they're 3 separate units. So each unit was $40. And then what we did was we attached them, we painted the back, and then you can buy these strips to cover instead of paint it, to fill it in. So we did that, and then my husband mounted it to the wall, and of course you don't see why. Yeah, for safety, that's right. And what's great about these is they're like 80 inches high, so it actually really feels like it's a wall, but it's also used for storage and for books.
What I love about this room is the personalization, very subtle though. So the color scheme, we have a bright blue as well as orange. Tell me about the decal, the bee.
Okay, so I had to cut this out, so you can't just buy a big bee. So this was challenging. So what I did is I created a square, put it on the wall, and then I had to cut out the shape. And I used an X-Acto knife to do that without going into the wall too deeply. And it works perfectly. And
it's just a simple, impactful statement.
Yes.
So this is clearly Ben's side of the room.
It is. And his artwork as well. So
of course.
That personalizes it.
And tell me, okay, the bedding, simple, keeping it white. I think that was a really key idea. Part of the design of the room is keeping it light. Yes. I can tell you're a minimalist.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So this is where the kids do their homework.
Correct, and this is, I've kind of added to that and I've made a homework box. So when they come home at night, they have their tray to put their homework in so they know where it is all the time. It doesn't get lost. They know when it's finished. It goes back in their backpack, and I mounted that against the wall. And then we also have a magnetic board here.
Okay, so now we're on your daughter's area of the room.
So this is the orange side, and my kids got to pick their colors. So I felt like it was really important that they took ownership of this space and felt good when they walked into it. So she loves orange and chose the orange. And
they must have known. Those are the two hottest colors, aqua and orange.
So yeah, so I wanted to keep it consistent enough to where, I didn't have different color bedding, flowers and all of that. I wanted to still keep it clean and, white and bright and cheery and add the color.
Terrific. So I think it's really important to take a look at the floor tiles. I've always said, your area rod is really going to anchor the room. Well, clearly you did that. It's anchored each of their individual spaces. So what did you use?
So I used floor tiles. You can make them whatever size you want, whatever pattern, and I love it. If I get bored with this, I can make it, a different pattern the next day or whatever. And it really does give them a sense of separateness here, being able to do the blue on one side and the orange on the other.
It's perfect. I love the look. So what I think is so ingenious about this room is using every ounce of space. So let's take the air conditioning and heating unit, for example. Now these things aren't necessarily attractive, but Sherri, you've done something really cool here. You've made it fun and functional. So let's take a look. Tell me, what is this?
Okay, so these are similar to the wall applique that you can put, so it's a dry erase board. My daughter loves to play school, so she spends hours on this board, her and her brother, and they play and they erase, and she writes, as you can see, pretty momentous for the day. And it's really where she spends a lot of her time, I'll be honest, in this room. It's a great space,
I love, what a great idea. So shades finish off any room, and Roman shades are particularly expensive, especially finding custom Roman shades to fit a window this large. But I hear you've got a deal?
I did get a deal. Blind Express makes these great shades, and you just have to be really careful when you're ordering to make sure you get the right size.
Right.
I kind of was off about an inch here, but they're beautiful, and I stuck with the white again. I wanted to feel like it was all part of the same, you know, space.
Great
when I close
choice.
it.
Great deal.
Great
I'm definitely
deal.
going to go check out Blinds Express.
Yeah.
All right, so not to be really nosy, but I'm going to ask you, what's inside the closet? Should we open it?
Yes.
Can I?
Yeah. Of
Okay.
course. Okay.
No room tour would be complete without a look of the closet, and oh my god, jackpot! I mean, this is so major here. Okay, sewing, American Girl, construction, Play-Doh, food.
Yes.
You even have the kids' food organized in there for play food. I am so impressed. Now, I mean, and the system.
These were $10 each. You can buy these anywhere. Amazon, sometimes Bed Bath & Beyond has them, and they were $10, and you just stack them, and then my husband, of course, mounts them against the wall. And what's great is you can flip them the other direction as well. So if you have a larger bin that you need to hold something,
right,
it's perfect.
This is very Montessori. I mean, it's a great way to teach your kids to take something out and put it back and put it back in the right place. And I think that's just a great parenting skill to, you know, to offer your children and to teach them. But this is immaculate. It's fantastic, and probably another reason why you went with the master bedroom, because you have two closets. You have this one and then the one for clothes.
That's right.
And it's all you need.
Yes.
This is an amazing room. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching Room Tours. Check back on projectjunior.com or on projectnursery.com, and we'll have more great room tours. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Thanks so much, and thank you, Sherri.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay.